it was the route which provided at that time. It was used for the trade, and later it helped the Buddhism traveling from China to India. Also in 1959, Dalai Lama and many of its religions were provided asylum in India, and they were provided asylum because they were facing atrocities by the People Liberal Association, and India was the first non-communist party to recognize the Communist Party of China. China did not accept the McMahon line as the legal delineation between India and China, but in 1967, there were two major skirmishes happening between the Indian forces and the Chinese forces. As the first was Nathula incident and the second was Chola incident. And in this, there was a major firing exchange between both the countries on Sikkim outpost. In 1987, the India provided statehood to Arunachal Pradesh, and again China did not accept it because they felt that Arunachal Pradesh is a part of South Tibet. In 1996, the Sino-India Agreement, on which UN made a clear declaration that no country or no activities would be able to overstep this line, which is LAC. But both the countries, India and China, were having their own interpretation of the borders, and there was no clear demarcation on grounds. Coming on the Doklam case, which was Doklam standoff in 2017, what really happened was the Chinese troop entered into the Sikkim outpost and they jostled with the Indian armed forces who were guarding the Sino-India border, and they destroyed our two bunkers. The specific reason was India was not allowing Chinese forces to build the infrastructure near the Sikkim or Arunachal Pradesh. Then the Galwan Valley issue, which was there in my what China did. China entered into the Galwan Valley. Galwan Valley is named after a river in China. So what happened that Chinese troops entered 3 kilometers inside the Indian territory, and in response, Indian armed forces also went 1 kilometer ahead of them. And later, officer level talk was there. Colonel Santosh Babu, who was from the Bihar regiment, there was talks between them, but later feud between the both the forces led to the death of 40 soldiers of Chinese armed forces, and 20 soldiers were martyred. In this response, India cut off the economic and social relations with the China, and it was done in response of banning 59 apps, including TikTok. Then came that why China wants India to behave like, matlab China is wants something from India, like India, they want that India don't need to raise the vocal for Hong Kong, and they have a threat that India is joining the Defence Logistic Pact with Australia. Also, India has been rapidly developing, and the Article 370, which was demarcated in Jammu and Kashmir, and China is preparing something on the ground so that they would portray Indians as the aggressors in the Jammu and Kashmir. So what India can do? So India can, according to the East Asia policy, Act East policy, India can correlate with many of the Southeast nations, and what they can do, they can together they can those who have clashes of thoughts with China, they can together gather into the South China Sea, and India can further get in ties better with Japan so as to build a strong frontier. Now China is not having its inter-armed integration, like they are providing more respect to the ground forces rather than air force and navy, and they're also lacking the vulnerability. They are having the vulnerability and lack of war because they have fought the last war in 1979 with Vietnamese army and they lost it, and they outperformed basically. So yeah, that's what it was. Thank you. May I start? Yeah. Hello everyone, today's my lecture topic is India-China relation. This topic is pending due to the China claim expand territory. Now let us understand the history of both countries. In ancient times, both countries were connected through the Silk Road for trade purpose. And many Chinese visitors visit the India many times, like Fayan and Juan Tung, and they also visited the Nalanda University. In 1962, China attacked the Taipei with 80,000 Chinese soldiers and attacked on Indian soldiers only 20,000. They defeat us and also claimed and also captured the Taipei. And after that, the many classes and standoff came to us in 2017. The Doklam conflict in which the matter was of construction road and disintegration happened after 1 month. And in 2020, the Galwan Valley clashes in which almost 20 Indian soldiers were killed. Over 40 Chinese soldiers were killed by India. And let us know the reason behind the clashes between both countries. The India is an emerging country and they have good relation with international countries like Japan, US, Russia, Israel, South Africa, and many more, as well as the European Union. And second, the modernization and construction road and asset on the border side from the both countries. And third, the expansion policy of China that India never liked. And fourth, the Dalai Lama factor is also responsible for the conflict between both countries. And now let us talk about the cooperation between both countries. China is the biggest trading partner for India. In 2022, the trade between both countries is $136 billion. And the second is the many Indian students went to China for their medical studies. And according to the data, 2.5 lakh Chinese were visited India every year, and 8.5 visitors from India to go China to visit the places from each country. And the and China. And the next factor. China captured the technology. This is okay, China. And in my conclusion, India and China both are the largest population country. So both countries are responsible for the peace of Asia continent. And as an Indian, we need to be ready for the 2.5 war front and Chinese aggression on the LOC. Thank you. Sonu. Wait 1 minute. Yeah. Wait 1 minute. Jai everyone. Today our GD topic is India and China relations. And the ancient time, the relation of India and China is very good because they started to trading with India's and the follow cultures means Buddhisms. And after the independence of our country in 1947, modern 1950s, India is not seen just like as enemy to the China because they think about this is the vibe of India and China, and and they decided to live and peacefully to each other, and bonding of the India and China is very good. And India, but the China in the China make a plan behind the India to make a one road on the lake because and India obstacle that uh, China make a one road to Ladakh sides, and they are facing a problems to the Indians because these times there are one McMahon line between India and China, and India and Tibet is there, and there are one emerging point is also there for India in order to make not a make a why. After the 1959, thousands of Tibetans along come with India with the help of along with the help of the Dalai Lama, and India government gave a offer to stay in India, and they come in Arunachal for this, and that is the reason to China are also opposed to the India in order to for his offering there to live in India. And in 1952 to 1962, there are क्या हुआ था?
Chinese soldiers attacked in India unprepared army because they did not follow the rule and regulation and directly come in India and attack the Indian army, and many of the places means like exciting they captured theirs. But only one thing is that after these situations and wars, Indian think that not now China is not a bye. And generally China intentionally are exposed that after the war of 1962 they are not bye. After the 1962 wars, China near Pakistan's, they want to increase our relations and bonding of the relations, which will furtherly affect the Indo-China wars. And in 1967, Nathula and Chola Pass incidents happened. In this incident, we did not give a single inch to the Pakistans. In 1987, uh, that in 1987 in Arunachal Pradesh we have a captures we did not give a single lines, and that is the reason China once again irritated. In 1988, Rajiv Gandhi go to the China in order to discuss and solve the problem and dispute the problems about the LAC, and they want to increase our boost our confidence and make a start to bilateral relations between India and China. They want to make a peace and tranquility among the LACs. And after the situation in Doklam, after the situations, mm, they did not stop. They did not stops. And after because stop. क्या बोलते हैं यार some after these situations one incidents are happening in Galwan Ghati because India make one road lead to Daulatpuri because this road has been while the road is not there they can take a time to 2 days to go that reach the destinations, but while the making a roads they can cover within 6 hours, uh, 6 hours. So in China is also very aggressive towards in India, and this time the China also tolerating to Indians because they think about that. How it's possible is that. And this time, many of the Chinese soldiers attacked in Indians without unprepared. And while he attacking Indians, while Chinese are attacking to Indians without follow any rule and regulation, because Indian soldiers are very morals and he follow all the rule regulations, and he tried to understanding between them, but he did not understand, and he used many weapons, arms weapons using, but Indian soldiers are not using any weapons. Thank you. That's all. I'm good.
Okay, Pooja. So, Pooja, you can start.
क्या हो गया? Say anything. I'm not prepared.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, no worries. I didn't prepare the topic
Okay,
because
Rajan.
I had some work.
Okay, Rajan, you start.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, bro, I didn't prepare a topic because I had some work urgently, so that's why I
Okay.
couldn't get the time for. Yeah. So all of you guys participated very well, and also you have did very well because your speaking skill is very good, and that is the impressive thing. And Nikhil, you good, and Sonu, you also did very fantastic. But one thing that I want to add something that though if you are participating in GD and also talking, you are also speaking about your lecture topic. So don't go for history like don't if I give you a topic like India and Pakistan relationship, so just introduce the relationship in just 2-3 lines in history, then come to current topic like मैं बस ये कहना कि हिस्ट्री में मत ज्यादा जाओगे तुम जीडी में जितना पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हो करेंट पॉइंट रखो, वैलिड पॉइंट रखो, तो उसमें क्या होता है कि जी को बहुत इम्प्रेस हो जाता है तुमसे कि हाँ इसका नॉलेज है, लग जाता है कि यार बंदा करंट अफेयर्स पढ़ता है कैसे। तो हिस्ट्री से अच्छा है कि उनके करेंट पॉइंट पढ़ो, अभी क्या क्या सिचुएशन चल रही है इंडिया चाइना के बीच में, कहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है। जैसे जैसे अभी लद्दाख में क्या हो रहा है कि ईस्टर्न साइड में चाइना अपनी सुरंगें बना रहा है, वहां अंदर ही अंदर डिप्लॉय कर रहा है, जिससे इंडिया भी उसके अगेंस्ट एक्शन लेना शुरू कर रहा है। और फिर उसके रिस्पॉन्स में इंडिया वहां अपने आर्मीज भेज रहा है, वहां रोड्स बना रहा है, उधर डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है और उधर टैंक्स मतलब प्रिपेयर कर रहा है कि वो सब कुछ चीज अगर ऐसे पॉइंट्स रखोगे तो बहुत अच्छा बेनिफिट रेदर देन गोइंग टू वो हिस्ट्री। तो हिस्ट्री में ना जाओ क्योंकि जब मैं मतलब मेरे भाई है तो वो रिकमेंड हो रहे उनको उसकी आगे हिस्ट्री हिस्ट्री ज्यादा नहीं जाना, जीडी जूडी लेक्चरेट में जितना करंट में बात करोगे जितना। और जीडी का मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि तुम्हें बहुत ज्ञान, बस 4 बार अगर तुमने वहां पे वो भी रख दिए ना टॉप पॉइंट भी रख दिए अच्छे अच्छे वाले, एक दो लाइन के ही क्यों ना भले भले होने से करंट के दमदार वाले, तो जी टू इम्प्रेस हो जाता है इनसे क्योंकि उसके माइंड में रहता है कि हमारे इसने ये बोला। वैसे ऐसे टॉपिक पॉइंट रखने अपने वहां जाएंगे क्योंकि हमको पता है कि उनकी भी वॉर हुई है, करंट रिलेशनशिप है क्या अभी, व्हाट इज द प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो बिटवीन इन इंडिया एंड चाइना, सो दैट्स व्हाई। तो अपनी प्रैक्टिस करो अच्छे से, अभी इम्प्रूवमेंट दिख रही है, निखिल भी अच्छे से कर रहा है, सोनू भी अच्छे से कर रहा है, आयुष तो खैर अच्छा कर ही रहा है। तो ऐसे करके करना है अपनी प्रैक्टिस पूरी तरीके से करनी है। तो ज्यादातर अगर न्यूज पढ़ोगे तो अच्छा रहेगा, उससे दिमाग खुल जाता है इंसान का, वर्ल्ड में क्या चल रहा है, देश में क्या चल रहा है, कुछ अच्छे से थॉट्स कुछ अच्छे से ओपिनियंस रहते न्यूज में, उनको पढ़ा करो, क्या पता वो टॉपिक में आ जाए। जैसे क्योंकि हमेशा जैसे करंट टॉपिक तैयार करो, एक सोशल टॉपिक तैयार करो, जैसे जीटीओ में नहीं होते, जीडी में नहीं होते, 2 टॉपिक दिए जाते, एक करंट से रिलेटेड एक सोशल से रिलेटेड, तो दोनों टॉपिक करेंगे। सोशल से क्या हो गया, जैसे इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ सोशल मीडिया एंड बहुत टॉपिक होते, करंट से भी बहुत होते, जैसे यूक्रेन रशिया और ऑल्सो G20 समिट जो काफी इम्पोर्टेंट रहा उसको भी तैयार करते हैं क्योंकि उसमें काफी अच्छे डिसीजन लिए गए। जैसे उसमें आ सकता है कि मिड एशिया बेल्ट एक रूट बनाए, मिड एशिया बेल्ट का रूट बनाया जा रहा है, उसमें क्या क्या कनेक्टिविटी होगी, उसमें इंडिया ट्रांसपोर्टेशन सिस्टम होगा। तो ऐसे ऐसे करके अच्छे पॉइंट, तो जो करंट टॉपिक चल रहे हैं अभी ना उन्हीं पे फोकस करो ज्यादा। पुराने हाँ पर कुछ कुछ ऐसे जैसे इंडिया रिलेशनशिप रखने, रिलेशनशिप वाले जैसे चीजें अदर कंट्री जैसे इंडिया चाइना, इंडिया पाकिस्तान, इंडिया इजराइल, इंडिया और यूएसए, ऐसे इंडिया नेपाल, इंडिया नेपाल, इंडिया श्रीलंका, नेबरहुड कंट्रीज जितनी भी उनकी तुम्हें रिलेशन के बारे में पता होना चाहिए। ज्यादा से ज्यादा तुम दिन में अगर कर सकते हो तो एक पेज तुम लिख सकते हो, 1-2 पेज लिख दो उनके बारे में। जैसे तुमने एक टॉपिक पढ़ लिया इंटरनेट से ला दिया, तो ऐसे नहीं कि वही छाप के लिख देना है, जो तुमने पढ़ा जो तुम्हें समझ में आया अपने 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 वर्ड्स में लिखना है उस पेज पे, ताकि तुम्हें याद तुम्हें आसानी से। सिंपल सी बात पर इतना नहीं है, जो भी मतलब टॉपिक पढ़ो उसको अपने वर्ड्स में बता सको तो वो ज्यादा सही है, क्योंकि अगर रटोगे ना तो हाँ जाके फिर हो जाते हैं, फंबल ही मारोगे कहते।
फर्स्टली अंडरस्टैंडिंग करना बहुत जरूरी होता है ना, अंडरस्टैंडिंग करना बहुत जरूरी होता है ना, अंडरस्टैंडिंग करोगे तो सेंटेंस ऑटोमेटिकली कम इन योर माउथ,
वो हो जाता है, तब तक दिक्कत नहीं रहती। तब जितना तुम्हारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग किसी टॉपिक पे अच्छी रहेगी, बोलना बहुत इजी है यार। तब लिख दिया एक बार जो तुमने पढ़ा उसको ध्यान से समझो, उसको अंडरस्टैंड क्या क्या चल रहा है, उसको अपनी थॉट्स में उसको पन्ने पे लिख दिया पेज में अच्छे से जितना भी बनता है, फिर उसको थोड़ा रिवाइज करो, फिर बोलने की प्रैक्टिस करो, ऐसे ऐसे में रिकॉल हो जाता है। एक ऐसी बुक भी मतलब एक थोड़ा पतली बुक बना दो जी स्पेशल टॉपिक्स की, क्योंकि बहुत हेल्प होती है तुम्हें थोड़ा बहुत इम्प्रूवमेंट। और इससे जैसे बहुत टॉपिक्स है, तुम अगर सर्च मारो कि मतलब बहुत वहां तो पढ़े रहते हैं टॉपिक की, अभी बेंगलोर में जो एसएसबी इसके रिलेटेड टॉपिक किया, जैसे एनडी 150 उनके टॉपिक्स निकालो, उनसे आइडिया लग जाएगा कि एग्जैक्टली पढ़ना क्या है। तो तुम इंटरनेट से वो टॉपिक्स भी उठा सकते हो, क्योंकि पढ़े रहते हैं बहुत सारे, किसी बंदों से पूछ लो। I want to say after lecturate we should start PPT. Lecturate. After lecturate we start. हाँ। यार तो टाइम ना उतना। आप क्या करते हो आप? हम 1 घंटे भी पूरा नहीं दे पाते थे। आज इसलिए नहीं दे पाया, आज थोड़ा मैंने भी प्रिपेयर नहीं किया था, पूजा ने भी नहीं किया, तो इसलिए आज थोड़ा जल्दी हुआ। तो वैसे जायज जाता 40-45 मिनट तो हम कर ही लेते हैं। एवरीवन हमें पीपीटी की भी तैयारी डेली करनी चाहिए, उसमें टाइम ज्यादा नहीं लगता। उसमें तो मैं अभी मतलब अभी आज थर्सडे है, फिर अभी तो नहीं हुआ यार, अभी कल फिर 2-3 दिन तो दिवाली है, फिर उस टाइम तो उस टाइम तो मुझे नहीं लग रहा हो पाए, क्योंकि सबको खैर दिवाली मनानी है, काम भी रहते हैं घर में। उसके बाद देखते हैं पीपीडीटी का अगस्त में, उसके बाद कंटिन्यूअसली करेंगे तब पीपीडीटी वगैरह हो गया, टैट हो गया, ये सब घर पे भी कर सकते हो खुद से, क्योंकि ये जो जीडी होता है, लेक्चरेट होता है, ये ग्रुप में ही पॉसिबल होता है। ग्रुप में पीपीडीटी के बाद नरेशन और जीडी में बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प मिलती है। घर पे हम बस लिख सकते हैं, नरेशन और जीडी में इतना घर पे मजा नहीं आता। तो वो भी कर लेंगे, लेकिन अभी जो मेजर पार्ट है ना, वो शायद मेरे को लगता है जीडी के बाद लेक्चरेट होना चाहिए।
हाँ, GD.
लेक्चरेट.
Yeah, after the GD we have covered the lecture, because after the GD we have covered the lecture, because lecture is also important topic, and when you have completed lecture, then you have got many points in order to put in GD and as well as PPDT session.
Yeah, so I was thinking that after Diwali we will do some session of lecturate, so in which I will give you 3 minutes to everyone to speak about their topic, और it will help you कि कैसे lecturate को precise करके उसको अच्छे से present करना है, उसको पहले lecturate करना है, उसको introduce कराना है टॉपिक को, फिर प्रेजेंट सिनारियो क्या है, फिर प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है, फिर उन प्रॉब्लम्स के सॉल्यूशंस क्या है। तो ऐसे करके 4-5 टिप्स उस स्टेप में अपने अच्छे से करना है, ट्राई करना है 3 मिनट तक बोलना है। तो ज्यादा बोल सकते तो अच्छी बात है, अगर 4-5 मिनट तो अच्छा बात है, बट 3 मिनट से कम, अगर ढाई मिनट भी बोल रहे हैं तो ओके, इट्स ओके, उसमें कोई नहीं, 3 ही मिनट बोलना है तो तुम रिकमेंड नहीं होगी। अगर 2.5 मिनट में तुम अच्छे से बोल लेते तो दैट्स इज इनफ। तो किसी की और क्वेरीज और कुछ बात करनी चाहते हैं तो?
And
so I think that today's GD
Rajan, we have practices daily. Rajan, we have practices daily. This will be helpful to everyone and much more.
So we always do daily.
Don't beat a little gap between them.
अरे यार दिवाली आ रही है, सबको टाइम, कोई आएगा कोई नहीं आएगा।
Okay. In Diwali as well as in Chhat Puja, I am not attending sometimes. I got a chance.
So not so fresh welcome.
But we have that, like we are at home, so how can we separate from other family, like we have Diwali and such, so I have to be there, no?
In Chhat Puja there are lots of in Bihar song that spread in villages, and many of the songs is there.
Okay. If yeah, we will look like, then can we have these sessions in morning on Diwali or if if everyone can get on everyone agree, then we will have
morning it's
You're not audible completely. You guys are not completely.
Your voice is talking. Yeah, in Diwali we will do in the morning, which is a better idea. So we will do it anyone wants, so we will do GD.
But in Diwali, I think there are list people's list guys are coming in these sessions. 2-3 guys are there. That is the reason. Please.
At the present one, also less people are coming. You can see out of us, excluding Rajan, we 4 are there, na?
Yeah.
Out of the 13 guys present in the group.
But in 30 there are approximations.
No,
Five
that
members are
doesn't
participating.
mean not some guys joining or not. At least we are joining now to take participation. I don't want to lots of people here. I just need all of you who want to just improve in themselves. But that's why. That is nice. Anku also informed me that he didn't join. So yeah, so today's session was very short because neither I had or nor Pooja prepared a topic, but for tomorrow we will do, and if there is possibility on Diwali, so we will do session in the morning, and after the Diwali we will do session. We will take session of lecture topic, which is very important, which is very important in viewpoints of SSB, like आयुष की SSB है, पूजा की भी SSB है, निखिल की भी SSB है. तो अभी जितना 2-3 महीने ज्यादा इतनी तैयारी कर सकते झोंक लो पूरा, क्योंकि फिर अगर नहीं निकला SSB तो फेल हो गए, फिर करो भाई, फिर रिटर्न की तैयारी करनी, फिर 6 महीने पीछे जाना पड़ेगा. तुम्हारी कौन सी एंट्री होती है? मेरी मेरी तो अभी नहीं है, बट मैं TS का देख रहा हूँ. फरवरी में अभी तो आई नहीं सिर्फ भी डेट्स का. हाँ, वो तो फरवरी में होगी ना टेस्ट. हाँ, तो मैं उसका देख रहा हूँ. नहीं तो मैं भी CDS की प्रिपरेशन कर रहा हूँ बस. तो CDS अप्रैल वाला नहीं, उसमें मैं एलिजिबल में सितंबर वाला देखूंगा. उसके लिए होगा मैं अपीयर. NCC ज्वाइन नहीं कर रखी? नहीं यार, एनसी में कॉलेज जाता ही सिर्फ पेपर देने जाता और प्रैक्टिकल और फिर लाइब्रेरी का घर में ही पढ़ता है. सही है, तो अच्छी प्रिपरेशन हो जानी चाहिए. ओके, सो गाइस कल मिलते हैं फिर 10 टाइम.
Okay.
ओके, आज थोड़ा जल्दी हो रहा है.
Okay.
बाय. गुड
Okay.
नाइट.
Good night to everyone.
गुड नाइट.